Another day, man. Be dealing with rain all day long. Oh my. Look what they got me driving through. Oh, jeez. So much water around here. He was closer, now he's ran away all of a sudden. Why'd you run away? What are you doing? Oh, wow. You're everywhere. Alright. Hey, oh my goodness, it is kind of an overload day today. I have a few different items. Just got done working my 10-hour plus shift. I worked over 10 hours today. Let me tell you, that was crazy in that insane weather. It's been really nice and sunny and just beautiful outside, but today it had to be super rainy, hailing this morning. I mean, come on. It is just crazy out there in the world, but I mean, not that bad. It's whatever. But anyways, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, share this content. I want to build this community up where we're just looking at different hype items, different items that I like myself, and checking out the tags, making sure that we're getting legit items. Because you never want to be somebody who funds counterfeit production of products. First off, it's illegal. But secondly, most of the time, and I'm saying pretty much 100%, maybe 99%, but probably 100% of all the people making counterfeit goods are working in horrible conditions. It's been proven, it's been talked about that it funds prostitution and child sex trafficking and drugs and all these terrible things. But then, you know, a lot of these big corporations are kind of doing that behind the scenes, or, I mean, conspiracy, obviously. I mean, they're not going to come out and say, maybe some of them have, and they're blasted in the news, and you heard about it, but, yeah. Anyways, I want to make sure we're all getting legit stuff. I'm already a part of Kicksworth, where you can get your sneakers and Supreme and other hype items legit checked, in case you're buying stuff used or off the resale market. They are a great group of people. I'm actually now joining Soul Savvy. I just joined today, learning about it. Hopefully it'll be easier for me to grab stuff from my phone. My iPhone 11, I mean, it's the Pro, it's the fastest phone or whatever. Maybe you don't agree or whatnot. Maybe this is an old video now. But anyways, it's a really fast phone, but I still don't get most of the stuff. All the bots beat me out. And so I was listening to their podcast today. I listened to a couple of them. They only have about 9 right now, but they're gonna keep making more. And Soul Savvy helps people like me who are collectors. I'm obviously not reselling. If I was, I wouldn't have all this stuff. Plus, this isn't even all my stuff. I mean, I'm definitely up for trades and working deals and everything like that, but I'm not buying just to get it out there and sell it again. I mean, that's not what it's about. I've always been into collecting. I've always been into shoes and streetwear, just fashion in general. Even when I was a little kid, you know, I was really into that. My parents didn't have any money. I always had giveaway clothes, so I never got to buy anything myself. You may see how my mental state is coping with that now. But anyways, we're gonna get into these items. It's been way too long me talking. I do have a raffle of 3,000 subs, so if you subscribe, you can enter that raffle, and I'm giving away a bunch of Supreme stickers, so that'll be pretty cool. The first one I'm opening is from Uniqlo. There's their logo. You guys might have seen it. It's really popular lately because all of the musical people, all the music artists are using that company to make their t-shirts. Apparently they have a pretty good product source. They can have low prices, but their bag is kind of weird because I just undid this, but I have to I have to double open it basically. Whatever. So this was the Billie Eilish collab with, what's his name? I always pronounce his name wrong and everybody always hates me for doing that. He just did this one with J Balvin, Blanco shirt. What's his name? I don't even want to try. It's going to be terrible. Oh, look. This is kind of cool. Has a little fun tag on there. Alright, well anyways, oh man, this bag is sticking in here like crazy. But yeah, Billie Eilish did a collab with Takashi Murakami. I think that's how you say it. I'm so sorry if I say stuff wrong in this channel. Literally, I'm living here up in Montana where nobody is around me who's a hypebeast. The only hypebeast that I know always tries to screw me in deals. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that. He might watch these deals. You're cool, whatever. But your deals, they take so long to go through, and then you forget about paying me most of the time. And I have to really hassle for anything, but then, you know, sob stories. He's gotten screwed over too. Anyways, I'm so thankful for all of you guys who helped me out and let me know, you know, what's going on, what's real. This specific shirt isn't one that's super hype. I don't know, they might be sold out now, but this was just the one that I liked personally, and I thought beforehand I was gonna grab this one and the peach one, but the peach one obviously was crazy hype, so I actually should have gone with that one first, probably. But I wanted to add both to cart. Anyways, we do have a little barcode sticker on this plastic on the outside of this. And then we have the shirt itself. Yeah, just regular size large. It's very wide, actually, for a size large. I'm sure that that was something that Billie wanted them to do. I'm very sure that she was into trying to get that oversized sort of Kanye style look. It's normally hanging up here, but gotta increase the piece, right? But anyways, yeah, Kanye likes to do crazy wide midsections even for his smaller sizes. Here's the tags. The back of the neck, you got one. And then you got this special Billie Eilish awesome tag here that's all punched in. So, I don't know, some cool Asian vibes there. And then you got this tag. Down at the bottom left, on the outside, you have some branding text, and then you have your wash tag with the instructions, and yeah, so there we go. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and try this on and tell me what your thoughts are. And alright, oh wait, let me take this off too. Don't need that. This white on white is pretty cool. I mean, it's almost a creamish green sort of color. I don't even know. Maybe I'm thinking it's green because of the green here. Yeah, nothing too crazy, just kind of a more subtle tee that just has some cool texture to it because of that Takashi Murakami mural in the back, or whatever you want to call his doodling back there with all of his trademark characters and whatnot. But yeah, cool shirt. Let's get into the next one. This one, I was very surprised that it actually showed up now. My action figures, I don't know when they'll be here, but my Travis Scott shirt that I really thought was pretty cool did come in. Wow, this thing is crazy. These raised letters are intense on the front of this. There is no receipt. So, don't expect a receipt from anybody that you might be trying to get one of these astronomical Travis bling shirts from. Here's the label down at the bottom left. You got a little label there on the plastic. And you can already see this graphic is crazy loud just from seeing this here, but it is meant for kind of the video game world of people, and they like really bright stuff, obnoxious, you know, Monster energy drinks and all that. Because I mean, I guess almost everybody's kind of in that video game world now, but I don't know. It's a pretty colorful and playful group, I would have to say. This shirt is very colorful and somewhat playful, right? Oh, here's the tag on the back of the neck that you have. Got a little bit of washing and sizing information. That's the only tag on the shirt. And this is why I really wanted this shirt, is because this graphic was amazing. I really liked the 3D animation they did for the Fortnite whole thing with Travis Scott. Those worlds that were floating in the air with those speakers in the center. It was just amazing. I really liked that graphic. It just grabbed me. It's like an amazing dream that I've had in the past that it's brought me back to or something. I don't know. But yeah, the front was pretty cool too. And I thought it was going to say Fortnite on the sleeve, but it doesn't. And they probably didn't do that because printing on sleeves can get expensive. And also, nobody wanted this shirt to say Fortnite. Nobody. Everybody was so trashing that all these shirts were saying Fortnite on them. Oh wait, never mind. It does say Fortnite down here. There it is. Yeah, so much going on here. I like the date, Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Remind us of what was going on there. Right before the real craziness started, but after the what seemed like apocalypse started. Wow, there's a lot going on, but I think it's for the better. I want people to care about each other more and to love each other more, so I think we can come out better people after this, but yeah, enough of that. Let me go ahead. Let's throw this Travis shirt on. And there we go. Alright, yeah, this size large fits way different than the Billie Eilish Takashi Murakami shirt does. That last one was way wider. This one you can tell, it's thinner. It's just almost like a slim fit large, I would say. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about getting one of these shirts or any of those Travis shirts from his Fortnite collabs. A bunch of really cool shirts. Hopefully everybody had their chance to grab them unless you found out about them afterwards. I'm really sorry. I mean, they were available for everybody. It's not like they sold out. They just, you know, they had a cutoff date because he was just going to make them after. So anyways, there's that graphic on the back. So cool. I really dig that graphic. I don't know what you guys think. And then the front graphic, I mean, how can you go wrong? I mean, his iconic stance, that was another thing that pulled me in to grab the shirt. I mean, I liked that stance, so I clicked on the shirt, but then I saw the back, and I added to cart. That's just the end. The stonewashing of this shirt, I mean, it's not a great stonewash. It's very low quality stonewash, I would say. I mean, it looks like they just kind of tried to force it or something, or just run it really quickly. But with production streams right now, I mean, you can't be too mad at people. They're working as hard as they can. A lot of them on skeleton crews because we're just not allowed to have as many people working in warehouses and pushing out t-shirts and all that stuff. So anyways, I do still like the gray shirt. It just doesn't really seem like stonewash as much as some of my other stonewash shirts. It seems like it's more just a flat color. Like the stonewashing, you should see more color variation around like stitching or around seams. You should see the color of the shirt be a little bit darker in those areas because the stone washing is supposed to take out some of the color but do it in an uneven way, sort of. But yeah, we'll go ahead. We're gonna get into the Palace item. I'm so glad I grabbed this shirt. It was selling out so quick. Everything from Palace on this week was really not that hype except for this one shirt, and I don't know how many other people thought it was hype. I didn't know that they were going to think it was, but I knew I was going to like it because it just kind of feeds into my personality, into my history. I did get a black trefoil sticker. That is awesome. I only have maybe one of these stickers. They like to give the white ones away, which are still cool. But anyways, Palace makes it so hard for me to get any of their stuff from their website. I'm really hoping that Soul Savvy can start working with Palace a little bit. I don't know all the brands that they work with. They've got quite a few of them, but Palace, man, they are really just making it hard for me to get anything without having to use the resale market. I wanted to get that sweater this last week, but they sold out. Couldn't get it quick enough. This shirt, I just barely got it in time. And so now I can show it to all you guys. Let's go ahead and check out this sticker tag. Bottom left. You like that? This is blue. Got our do not suffocate information on the back of this Ziploc bag, the Palace trefoil Ziploc bag. It's pretty nice, pretty handy. You could reuse it if you wanted to, or save it for when, you know, you're done wearing this shirt and you want to maybe trade it to somebody, because I'm telling you, I'm a collector. I don't know if you are, maybe you're thinking about it, but collectors like this stuff. They want these little things that go with the items. They want all the laces that come in the box. Like, that's what we want. Just telling you. Inside of this full job, they have a moisture reducer and piece of tissue paper. And there is your stained glass graphic on the back. Oh man, screen printed on there. Very, very nice. They did a really good job of screen printing this. Yeah, this screen printing is a lot better than most that I see, just because they did a lot of using the base color. So what that means, using this blue and then using maybe less ink. But it's still super vibrant, still super loud, very, very nice. And then you got this fun graphic on the front. I didn't really notice that one that closely. Does that look like a stained glass? I don't know. I don't know what that does. Maybe a little bit. But it more looks like a 3D sort of jello animation thing that should look like it's like wobbling around or something. But yeah. And that's kind of what this looks like too. It looks like a jello sort of trefoil. You know, you've got your trefoil inside of the stained glass. It's like a jello swirly trefoil. It's an optical illusion one too though, because it shouldn't have shading here and then shading there, and then that doesn't work. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm gonna throw on this shirt because I want to show you guys how it looks. But first, let me show you the back of this neck tag. Back of the neck. And on the inside left, you have your wash tag. Palace Skateboards. I don't skate on a Sunday. What? And the sad thing is, Sunday is really the only day I have to skate because I work 10 hours every other day of the week. But hey, you know what? I can't complain. Like, think about it. This United States Postal job that I have, it pays me well enough. I can pay for my house, I can pay my bills, I can buy food. And I know I buy good food. I don't buy junk food. I mean, sometimes, but I try to buy organic, good ingredients, good quality, so I'm healthy and everything. But I'm saying, like, this job has definitely helped me to be able to have some extra cash on the side so I can actually have a hobby. And you know what's funny is when I was a kid, I just had so many different things I wanted to collect. Basically anything people collected, I wanted to do it. So I was into the baseball cards. I could only get cheap ones that people would give me. I was into stamps. Alright, I found... Oh, it's kind of dusty. Found my stamp album here. Oh look, Bugs Bunny right off the bat. That one's gotta be worth something. Oh, look at that. James Stewart. And I got more in here. Oh, this is a Lewis and Clark book stamp thing. Betty Davis. Got one for Bob Hope. These are Abraham Lincoln. These are those Sunday funnies. I don't know if you guys can really see it through the protective paper. Okay, I found a few more as well. Frank Sinatra. I got a stack of those. Gerald Ford. There we go. Some lighthouses. Oh. Early memories, TV. Lassie, you guys remember watching Lassie? The Twilight Zone? Hey, the Twilight Zone's on there, yeah. Obviously, nobody watches those shows anymore. Or maybe you do, I don't know. These lighthouses are kind of cool, actually. And then obviously, you know, since I'm that collector dude, gotta have the receipts. I have too many stamps, let's just say that. And look, see, you like my artwork on there? Yeah, I did great, right? Wow, it's been at least 15 years since I've looked at those. I was into them when I was like 13, 14, so... Anyways, there's new stuff you can collect now. But yeah, anyways, I kind of moved on to collecting different things. But basically, ever since I've been able to work, earn a little bit of money, I've been being a collector, being a hobby dude. And I knew that stamps gain value over time, so that's why I got into it actually, and then I've never sold any of them, which is funny. I never knew that clothes resold, so I just always had a bunch of stuff that I just liked. And then I found out about this whole world that was hidden from me living in this small town of Montana, and now I just can't get enough of it. So yeah, it's about time. Let's throw on this final shirt. Palace, I don't skate on Sunday. Oh, right. Yeah, this shirt definitely my favorite out of the three. I mean, that Travis one is really cool, but this blue is, I don't know. They're just getting it right, I think. I don't know what you think. It's up to you. I definitely dig the graphic, like I said. This one is not fitting super wide. It's not as crazy slim fit as the Travis one, but they're pretty much the same, except for the sleeves on this one might be a little bit longer. Maybe you can skim through on the video and find out which one has longer sleeves or shorter. But this one really fits just like a standard United States large, nothing special. Feels good. I gotta work some of these folds out of it. That's the one thing when you get a new shirt and you want to rep it, you got the creases in it, and it's kind of a bummer. And sometimes, you know, I forget to pull out that hot iron and iron it up before I leave, and then I get to wherever I'm going, see the creases, and I'm thinking, man, did I even look in the mirror? Anyways, I am going to shoot some positivity at you guys before I let you all go. Thank you everybody who's followed along and been helping with my movement, just of sharing love and peace to everybody around us, and to not be talking down to anybody ever, regardless of who they are or what they look like. You guys can look back at my videos from a year ago, from a year and a half ago, from the start of my channel probably, and you'll hear that same rhetoric all throughout. Because that is really the message of Jesus. That's why it's called Jesus Taco, because I talk so much about the message of Jesus, which is to love your enemy. Love those who hate you. Give hugs. Think about hugging those people that actually hate you, or people who have stolen from you, or whatever. Like, think about being kind to them. Give them positive energy. I believe that there is a lot of a spiritual sense, or I don't know what you call it. Maybe once science can understand it, we'll obviously have a name for it. But this interconnectivity, this hive mentality that different animals have, humans obviously have, where you can sense, you know, when you go into a room, if there's stress in the room or if there's anxiety in the room, you know, you can kind of sense that. And so what I try and do is I try and walk into the room with this just ambitious, get after it, we're gonna own the world sort of a thing, like this overpowering, just joyful attitude. And I think that's what Jesus had, and he went and tried to share it with everybody. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm not sharing this whole message about how, you know, there's right and wrong, there's heaven and hell, you're either going to go to one or the other. I don't do that, because all of that is literally theory. You guys can argue that it's not, but it's your choice to think that it's not a theory. I mean, that's your theory that it's not a theory, but whatever. I'm going to read 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant. All right, love is patient and kind. You got to work with people. You got to wait for them. Some people, you know, they've been listening to some bad rhetoric. They've been listening to people talk and convince them of certain things that maybe are not true, or maybe put people in a bad light. And so those people who are believing those different rhetorics that are out there, you just got to be patient with them. Just wait for them to come around. Just keep showing them love and kindness, and just send positive vibes their way. I really try and push that mood and just lift people up. And when I hang out with people, I try to do my best to not be arrogant or proud or you know, boastful. I like to wear my Travis Jordan 1s. These are my favorite ones to wear when I go out anywhere, just whatever, go out for an event or something, which not really happening right now, but I like to go out and wear those sneakers. And when somebody says, hey, nice sneakers, I don't need to go off on a whole tangent of arrogance, I would say, about how amazing they are and about how, you know, all the stuff about them. They can look that up online if they want to. All that information is available. You know what? I should probably more focus on them. Like, it was very nice of them to talk to me and to mention and to compliment me. But now I need to turn it around, compliment them somehow, just work in positivity and be interested in who they are as a person. When you do this, it creates a friendship. And that's the whole reason why I even have this channel, is so that we can all talk to each other and we can all be friends here on the internet with our different hobbies and whatnot. If you got a similar hobby to me, like collecting hype gear and you know. But yeah, let's work our very hardest to make sure that we do not prejudge people. We do not want to be prejudiced. Prejudgment is when you judge somebody before you meet them. And then if you take it a step further, racism is when you prejudge somebody based off of their ethnicity. Prejudging is definitely against the way of Jesus. Totally and utterly against the way of Jesus. He says, accept everybody as equal. And so I am happy with what's going on. We definitely need an awakening in this time in our history. We need to be caring for more people, and we need to do our best to support the movement of making sure people in authority are not abusing that position of authority, or at least have consequences if they do abuse that authority. I think that's necessary, and it should, yeah, personally, I think that would be a great option. But I'm not going to say I have all the answers. I really don't. I think, though, we can each do our part, you know, coming together as a community, making sure you are being that joy, that positive energy, wherever you go, for each and every moment. And if you have a bad moment, push it away. Just keep it in the past. Make that next one count even more. So anyways, I got to get going. It's a long day. I got to work again tomorrow and the next couple days in a row and all that. But yeah, I'll see you guys again later this week for the Supreme stuff and my Eric Emanuel shorts. Peace.
Peacefully, as one nation, under God, indivisible.